let's go. Getting ready. Oh, yes.
You'll be able to get another good job.
Feel it, do 'em. Feel it, do 'em.
Company that his son worked for, that's sure and miserable.
A seasonal feud.
Let's get going. Where are we? Oh, my lights aren't even on. This is silly. I'm getting ahead of myself again. Ta-da! Hi, everybody. Welcome to the show. Right as I was getting started, Chud decided she needed a ride back upstairs. She was barking at me. We have 5 cats. One of them barks at me. Chud, oh, piss off with that noise. I don't know why. I turn it off everywhere and it's still there. For God darn. Sometimes it does it, sometimes it doesn't. Now it stops? Ugh. I don't understand. I'm very confused. I wish I could show you guys the audio meter where I literally have nothing. It's very strange. Anyway, I'll figure it out one day. Hi. So, Chud, all the other cats have a varying degree of meowing. Murphy is the king of meows. He meows constantly. Anytime you move in the bed, he thinks, oh, it's Christmas, everybody up. And meow, 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 all the time. Chip and Maddie have just started picking it up. Molly only meows at summer. I don't know, I'm not trying not to take it too personally. But it's true. She only meows for summer. And Chud just barks. It's Hal Sparks magic. I agree. All right, so... Sounds good on here. Excellent. Hello, people. Come on, people now. Smile on your brother. Everybody get together. Come and love. Now, Okay, so a couple things. We got some massive clips today. I don't even know if I can do this first one because I'll probably get some sort of stupid fucking strike. This is, okay, so this guy is supposedly... like, for a while, billed himself as Trump's illegitimate son until everybody told him to knock it the fuck off. But he's like, he's such like the perfect fucked up MAGA extremist character. Like, and the idea, let me be abundantly clear about this. Everybody at Newsmax thinks if you have face tattoos, you're a fucking criminal. You're a loser. The end of story. No fucking debate. Seriously. Right? They would forever, especially Danny Balls here, mock incessantly anybody with a face tattoo. Seriously. So this guy right here, I mean, obviously Danny Balls wishes he was Trump's son or something. Anyways, Real America and this fellatio blow did an official video. Okay, first of all, I'm gonna announce straight out the fucking bat. Fair use. I'm not replaying this fucking video to gain from it. I am pointing out how insane it is, quite specifically, that a news organization, an alleged news organization, has joined sharts with an alleged rapper and Uber maggot, and has put out a fucking song. This is straight up fucking fair use. Well, hold on one second. I need at one point. Do I have to put that up on the screen the entire time I'm talking about this? Whenever I'm playing it? Okay, so here we go. Let's do it. Maybe it's when maybe it only does it when nope. That's it. Oh, thanks so much. And this guy goes over here. Alert box, control audio. Okay. Yeah, seriously, guys. Why is it making a noise if it's not supposed to make a noise? I have the audio turned off on it. Why is it doing it? I don't understand. It's madness. I mean, I love you guys helping out, but it's just, yeah. What can I do to make it go away, don't you know? Well, I mean, the only way I can do it is just to get rid of it entirely. I apologize. We're going to take it down. Yes, I'm going to take it down for the time being until I can solve it some other way. Hopefully that I like being reminded. You guys will just have to remind me when I'm getting stuff. Hopefully the list will be enough. Bless you. Because it put it on vibrate. You filth. All right. So, again, hold on one second. Maybe I have an idea. I have a quick idea. We might be able to solve this. I'll do a text right here. And I'm going to call it this. And work with me. Work with me on this. There you go. Hold on one second. Select a font. Let's go with Arial, but I will go to something boldish. I don't know, something big, so I don't have to fucking what a fuckity fuck. Something bold. We'll do that. Okay. Okay. There you go. And now I'm going to do this. I'm going to make a gradient out of it. I'm going to change the nature of the gradient. I'm going to select the color and just broom it down to here. Click OK. I'm going to give it an outline. And then I'm going to lower the opacity of the overall words of the whole thing so that you can see through it. And then I'm going to, and then I'm going to stretch it out over the fucking screen like that. Now, we'll be able to see what the fuck is going on, but that should satisfy any dickhead who's like, I'm not YouTube, Twitch. Knock it off with the RIA stuff when we're actually criticizing something political that's happening. The use of a song for political purposes is not just a simple airing of that fucking song. It is germane to the conversation. Now, one of the other things I can do is settings, playback speed, a little bit faster than normal, sure. Or should we do it slower than normal? What do you think? I think slower than normal will be fun, because it's going to be badass, yo. Here we go. So let's see if shit happens.
We begin the program tonight with
breaking
news. The 45th president of the
fucking blows. No, is that what they're not going to say?
United States, Donald J. Trump.
Oh my God, they're doing a fist bump. Don't you understand? Donald Trump just said when you do a fist bump, that means you're disgusting and I don't want to shake your hand.
Indicted for the
Look at that. Look at Danny Balls' fucking face. That's not fair. I gotta move this down so you can see his stupid face. Look at him. I'm badass. I'm fucking gangster. You can tell because I wear boxer briefs. Shit.
Fourth time by a corrupt Biden regime justice system. And
this is...
Patriots are fed up.
Yeah, these patriots are fed up. Especially when they're visiting the studio at Newsmax.
Voters got rights.
Voters got... They should be able to pick out who they want to vote for, even if the Constitution says that person cannot be voted for.
Flags and the stars and...
I don't know, guys. It looks like you're selling it. This looks like QVC Patriot Edition.
Stripes.
And I hashtag Patriot, obviously. P-A-Y. Good. All right, god damn it. Where is that? It's driving me mad. Yeah. All right. Well, I don't know. I'm never going to figure it out. I don't know where the fuck it is. It's driving me mad.
Indicting presidents.
Wait a minute. You used their studio?
That's not right.
What do you like? I'm telling the real news. Like the real fucking news, yo.
If questioning the outcome of election is a crime.
I become with a fang. Trump indictment number 4. I wrote on it with a Sharpie. We did this kind of quick. I'm kind of a dick, but I drew it with my hand, and I'm making these mad grands. What the fuck? Get out of here. Number 4, he ran out of time. His like indictment was so big, he ran out of room for the 4. Turn up the sound, really? I don't know if this is a good idea.
Then give me life. If question.
That's right. Give me a. Okay, what I want you to do is single in on the on-air sign at the Newsmax studios under the acoustic tiles, and then I want you to do kind of a get that branch in the way, and then do kind of like a wow, like pull. No, do it again, one more time. Do it and then turn, and then pull back, and then it'll be like oh, kaboom, like that. Should we use a filter on it or make it look bad? Nah, I think we should make the video look as much like a local TV station in San Diego as possible.
The outcome of the election is a crime. They gonna lock us.
Let me do the thing while I don't. All right, I don't understand part of the rap hand signals. Anyways, the everything is just kind of like. I don't know, I'm kind of talking with my hands. I got to do something. There's this kind of outward movement. But this, like, what he's doing is this version of like, hey, look at this. Hey, look at this. Hey, look, you gonna finish that?
Patriots up and we gonna do time from the land of.
Way to put the time in, fellas. Mayor of Magaville. I'm in Psychoville, and Finkel's the mayor.
Free in the home of the brave. There's
good framing, by the way. I think it's a great idea to put Dan Ball's dead center with Jill Biden on the screen. I don't know what that's about. Maybe because there was another piece of video and they just needed that because it was so sweet. And then he's wearing a Trump innocent. This is not even the real mugshot. This is knockoff. This fucker bought this in the parking lot. That's not right. That's not a real fan.
the Air Force veteran that's trying to pay the way. Prince of Prime Time.
Prince of Prime Time. He's talking about Dan Ball because he was what?
I spit the truth like I'm damn ball. Real.
Okay, first of all, I understand that the lyric is I spit the truth like I was Dan Balls. But unfortunately, rap vernacular being what it is, and the probably it may be a little clearer when I'm speeding it when I speed it up to regular speed. But it sounds like spit the truth like I'm damn balls, which my balls spit truth, but that's not. I don't think what he's shooting for.
America, away and we ain't no commies. You protecting the children. 2 in the building.
Did he just hold that flag up and go, uh-huh? Oh, God. Back that up. Watch this. We protecting the children.
And we ain't no.
We are protecting the children. We are the children. There's an R after that. Like, either they're all really small children or you're peeing on them. Either way, I don't know what the fuck's wrong with you.
Commies, you protecting the children. 2 in the building. You Democrat.
Surveying the building. Also, what is that? The Newsmax call center? Is that how Newsmax pays for its programming? Is they run a spam center? And whose fucking birthday was it? Carol in accounting? The fuck are the what's with the Wonder Bread flags?
Pedophiles rigging the system. This a mess.
Look at this. This dude is like, nope. that we printed it on the printer and I drew a line through it and then he'll get him out of jail because that's how we do it. All right.
To the fake news, we
Hold it up. Yeah. Do it again. Do it one more time. And I want you to throw it forward. And what we're going to do is we're going to slow it down so that the paper kind of fluctuates to just show the force. It's kind of like when Jet Li uses a saber and the end of it wiggles. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. Do it like that. Yeah, I know it's just a piece of paper and it looks like shit, but just humorous. You only get one shot at this.
all know Trump won. Try to censor us and ban every.
Hi. How are you? My God. Am I on camera? I am, aren't I? I'm on a fucking camera. I'm so on camera right now. Guys, this is Adele, and I use it at work every day. And I don't have a work Dell. That's the work Dell. It is nice. It is nice. At home, I have a MacBook, but they won't let me bring it to work because something about big tech, even though Dell's a giant I don't know. I don't understand. Anyways, big tech bad. Hashtag big tech bad. Anyways.
Single one of us, father and a journalist.
Hey, yo, can I when I come in for my next interview, can I record a music video on your sets when they're not being used? What kind of? It's not gonna be one of those where the ladies are flapping their buttocks cheeks. No.
Never changed for the fame. 30 years later, damn balls, legendary, man. Get real.
Man, get real. It's like he's criticizing his own lyrics. Damn ball, legendary, man. What the fuck you talking about? Legendary Dan balls. This is it. This is rough. This is rough. Hey, Jesse Waters isn't getting this kind of treatment. I'm getting cringe skin so bad.
Between the lines, FJB, middle finger to the other side.
FJB, middle finger to the other side, and then you've got Dan Balls doing little eagle wings around his neck because that's him flipping the bird like a pussy, I think is how you say it in Dan Balls around the offices where Dan Balls works.
Get real.
Oh, look out. Read between the lines. The teacher's watching. I can't, technically speaking, we can't, legally, we talked to corporate and apparently HR says I cannot throw the bird on but they did clear me to do this. What kind of an asshole? Hey, Dan. Fuck off. What a dipshit.
Between the lines.
Yeah, a line so good you had to say it twice.
Trump 24 indicted in a landslide.
Trump 24 indicted in a landslide. I know what you're trying to say, but you're saying the opposite.
Voters got rights.
That's not right. He worked really hard on that folder. What the shit? Hold on, my overhead light on. What? That's not fair. Yeah, he wrote. Yes, he wrote indictment and ran out of space. Yes, it's the number 4 at the end of the 4 looks like a French F or some shit. But come on, that tear it up like that. That's not right, But what? it was spontaneous, and you were just feeling tough, and you had to do it. You tore a whole empty file folder in half. Fucking legend.
Wave them flags and the stars and stripes.
Wave them flags with them stars and you mean wave the flag with the stars and stripes? Yeah, you don't have a. You guys don't own the fucking flag, man. It's the American flag. We all get to use it how we see fit. I'm glad you want to wave it, but I don't know what the shit you think it represents for you. Also, I think it's a violation of HR policies for you to be handing out, I don't know what, your digits to all these chicks, but also the Trump double thumbs just sounds like I would feel violated.
Presidents, that's not.
Look, let me show you this right here. We printed out several copies. It says Trump indictment number 4. I want you to draw through it with a fucking Sharpie, yo. And then you'll hold it up. What? I'm sorry. I have accounts right here. I'm trying to convince an old lady that if she doesn't give me her social security number, someone else is gonna steal her home. And then I'm gonna steal her home. Thank you. Absolutely. And yes.
All right. If questioning the outcome.
They're literally why are all the hot chicks on the this is the weirdest rap video I've ever seen. So it's just hot chicks on the phone line. Hot chicks on phone lines. I don't know what this is. Listen to my song while you're doing your job. What?
Of election is a crowd and give me light.
Yo, shorty. When you're done doodling, you want to take a look at this. I printed out 2 words and a number on a piece of paper. Yo. Honestly, I don't know what the fuck is supposed to be going on in this room. Is this supposed to be a campaign room? If so, there's a campaign room at Newsmax. That's got to cross some kind of fucking line. But secondly, Jesus Christ, low ceilings, no ventilation, windows blocked out. The fuck is going on?
Coming right back with another.
See that? They got all the shades drawn. God damn, this is just like she's just left-handed taking notes on Trump. She's just going, I love that part where the part where he fucks up in the first 2 seconds and they don't even bother to do anything about it. That's my favorite part. That's the part I love. The hell is this?
One indictment number 4.
What are they just? She's scanning the crowd for commies.
Think the DOJ.
Tear it up.
Was
Tear
dumb
it up.
enough.
We'll all tear them up. We all tore up the indictment. Bam. Bam. Both of them while listening to Obama's biography on a book on tape.
Yeah, y'all want some pressure, huh? America.
Y'all want some pressure? I have some women at a call center tearing up the words printed on a piece of paper. I mean, legally, what are you gonna do? Your move, Fonny.
We got Trump's back and
again, I don't even think she's watching it. I got to be completely honest. She's writing, but I don't see her actually. She hasn't looked up at all. She's not paying attention. I mean, she's missing all the good parts. What is she? Sorry.
we ain't letting up. Patriot like.
Yeah, what is that? Who's this? Where did these people come from all the time? All of a sudden, at OAN, you have to wear shades and wear a flak vest to stand in front of the fake city backdrop?
Mr. H, 82 years in this place.
Oh, that's the dude who owns OAN and his son, right? Is that who that is? Oh, God, what a dick. Let me guess, they started their own label.
Liberals need a safe space and burn a flag in your face.
Liberals need a safe space, then burn a flag in your face. I'm going to need a comma somewhere in there. I don't know. Hi. I came into work today and they were doing this thing and I have to pick up my kid in like an hour. So can we get this over with?
America first, like one America.
Hi. Hello. Welcome. Hello. Yes, I dreamed of being on QVC. Your overlay should be fair abuse, right?
Abolish mail-in ballots so I know that we can't lose.
Abolish what? Melon polish? What?
Abolish mail-in ballots so I know.
Oh, mail-in ballots. I'm sorry. I thought he said melon polish. That meant abolish mail-in ballots so I know we can't lose. Okay, so Colorado, sorry, you're
That we can't lose.
right, because only people who can afford time off will be able to vote. And yeah.
10-year anniversary, Novak's gonna murder me.
Novak's gonna murder me. No, that's not actually what kills you. So yeah, Novak's gonna murder you. Yes, not having the vax is a way of maybe yes. Having no vax might murder you. It's but I guess it's suicide if that's what you're saying. This is so stupid.
Hunter Biden's laptop, boy, that's a first degree. Hillary.
Oh, Hunter Biden's laptop what?
Hunter Biden's laptop, boy, that's a first degree.
Oh, Hunter Biden's laptop, boy, that's a first degree. So OAN has the laptop and it doesn't have a Beau Biden Foundation sticker on it. It has an OAN sticker on it. I'm sorry, but I think the chain of evidence just got worse.
Hillary Clinton, yeah, lock her up for perjury. Nelson Mandela, pardon yourself, made history. Seeing.
Well, okay, yeah, lock up Hillary because Nelson Mandela. What, pardoning himself made history? So Trump is the next Mandela. Is that what he's saying? Dude, you have any idea how long Nelson Mandela was in fucking jail for, dummy? I mean, ballpark, that's the years Trump's looking at. I just don't see him getting out at the end and being part of like a rainbow coalition. This is fucking so stupid.
Another vote spread fake views, lying to Americans, monetizing fake news.
Monetizing fake news. What are you talking about? Like Fox's catheter ads, or?
You don't sell your soul, you gon' get demonetized.
This is the serious part of the interview. This is where we sat down and we had a heart to heart. And I just had to say, like, I was sitting there and I want to ask this question. And somebody in the, I wasn't going to say this, but somebody in the control room once, and like, why would you tattoo your face? Because if my kid came home with a face tattoo, he wouldn't be home anymore, if you know what I mean. We would my husband and I have already had this talk, and we're out on the street, regardless of even if he didn't do it himself, even if if someone held him down and tattooed his face without his permission. If he fell asleep at a party and someone wrote cock on his forehead and it was washable, but it stayed on for a couple of days, I think we'd disown him. I don't know. So why? Well, I thought that this, there are only a couple ways I can actually appear, gangster, because I basically look like an Amish dude who works at Subway. Like I got the kind of face that says assistant manager, you know what I mean? Permanently. So I had to do something with it.
Pray and keep your faith in God. He is always on our side. Voters got rights. Wait a.
All right, it sounds like he says photos got rights. I mean, you're gonna have to articulate. You should watch is Weird Al Yankovic, because Weird Al, when you're doing obvious parodies of real life like this is, you have to be hyper articulate. It was one of the lessons I learned when I was doing comedy songs for the Sexy Liberal Comedy Tour, which I'll be doing more of if you always enjoyed it. And as I was recording the songs, I had to over enunciate so that the joke breaks through, because you need to be abundantly clear. Now, no one's listening to this except us, so it doesn't really matter. But it's just a note. I have some notes.
Flags and the stars and stripes.
Hi, I'm back. I'm back. How are you? How was it? How was the video? Did you guys shoot some stuff? You shot some stuff. Was that good? That's excellent. Can we just can we wrap this up? Thank you. Because I gotta, no, seriously. I gotta go. No, my minivan is double parked. Right? I've got to go.
Indicting president.
Can you, look, can you just like take what footage you have of me and slow it way down and make it seem like I sat here for the whole thing?
That's not right.
Oh, they used the same shot over and over again. So you got one take and that's all they let you have? Dan wouldn't let you, he wouldn't let you redo it, so they did the shot of him picking up the flag and putting it back down again? Or he did that twice. Dan wanted to redo. I see. What? Why would you gesture like that at the fucking flag? Why would look what he does to the flag. He puts it down and then waves his hand over it like it's
Indicting presidents, that's not right.
Nope, look at that. I'm done with the flag, says Dan Balls.
Questioning the outcome of election is a crime, and give me.
Try again. I still think indictment is too big. I think you should have moved the whole thing up, made indictment a much smaller word, and put number 4 below it. Just been like Trump indictment number 4. And then, because really, the main focus is, you know what? Never mind. I agree with your right knuckles.
It's the mayor, man.
They're going to show him doing it. Yo, I ran out of space. I'm not a spelling writing ace. Look at my hands. I'm doodling best as I can.
Megaville.
That's going to be a really small hat.
Shout out,
Look at that fucking 4. What is that? What is that shit? Fair use, god damn it. I am not playing this in full. I am breaking it down. I am not playing more than 12 goddamn notes in a row. Fuck off. What is that 4 about? Jesus.
My boy Dan Ball.
I guess Dan Ball, it isn't Danny Balls. It's just Dan Ball. Just one ball? Dan Ball? Like Lost Ball or Jump Ball or Hitler had one ball? Like that?
Real patriot. OAN. Mr. H. Trump 2024.
Yeah, Trump 2024. Fuck that. Oh, tear it up. Oh, it's kind of like it's like when you ever see those muscle guys tear a phone book in half? It's like that, only I'm thick and the thing isn't. So, yeah. Yes, this is OAN. This is official. This is, Jesus Christ. Boom. Boom. They let, it's good they let Dan Ball have that was enough of that shit. Jesus Christ. What in the ever-loving shit? God damn, this is terrible. That's the reaction. They worked on that. They didn't even get to have the mugshot in because they were cutting it before. Oh man. Sorry, dude, no Sinead. So how many? Anybody want to give it thumbs down or a thumbs up or let us know how you feel about it? Does it have a nice beat? You can dance to it. Is it as ferociously depressing and gross as I felt it was? It's got as many thumbs as a fish. 2 clowns down. Fellatio blows. Oh my God. There's no way he doesn't. That's him from now on. Now I got to go get a bald cap and a big beard. And God damn, that was terrible. Like, that's so bad, Kid Rock was going, that's not good. Jesus Christ. Like, I mean, obviously, I slowed it down a little bit. so we wouldn't get hit with the, oh, thanks for following, by the way. And thanks, hi, Facebook people. Thanks for joining in and sharing the show around Facebook a little bit. We have 90 followers on the Facebook page now. I swear to God, I stopped paying attention a long time ago when we got overrun with, like, people trying to sell shit in there or whatever. And so I was just kind of like, oh, I guess I kept talking about it as if I have the same fucking numbers, and it's gone way up. So thanks. Hi. Almost double. Cool. Meanwhile, subscribe on YouTube, infotainmentwars.com. Just saying. Whew. Yes, multi-platform can work. I agree. And I don't trust any of the platforms enough to just go to one of them. Yeah. Thanks. They say thanks for that dope song. Oh, yeah. No, the trolls do. Brett Michaels would curl his lip. Oh, yes. Hit the like button. Thank you, Dragon X Flyer. That's a lot of pickles. That is a lot of pickles. Damn, that's just ass. But there's bad, and then there's this. Oh, I got to turn off the fair use, because at this point, all things are fair use. I'm going to have to name this fucking show Fair Use at some point. And I gotta say, like, considering some of the criticism I get for how often I stop on videos, I should be the last person getting hit with this shit. Seriously. Like, Hassan and some of these motherfuckers just put a video up and sit there and eat fucking pizza while it plays and talk over it occasionally. That ain't the same thing. I'm fact-checking these motherfuckers. I'm going line by goddamn line. By the way, any day that Glenn Beck thinks things are horrible, it's a pretty good day. I know it is a good day, because Glenn Beck's heart is broken, oh dear. Yeah. Yes. Hal's Fair Use Finanza. That's a great idea. Yeah. Hashtag fair use and everything. All right. So obviously, this is election interference. Glenn reacts to Trump's Fulton County arrest. Well, it's 30 fucking minutes. I'm not doing this whole thing. We'll get into the top of it because he's just going to wander at a certain point. But I just wanted oh, you know what we could do before this though? No. Before we get there, before we do that, can I show you guys something real quick? So our dear friend Can't Stop Lion, who's awesome, sent me a clip of Candace Owens reacting to a video about Trump, about Don Jr. Being refused entrance at the spin room at the debates. And apparently she reacted to it or whatever. And apparently the general consensus, and I'm quoting, is that Don Jr. was being a whiny little bitch. And everybody was apparently saying this at the same time. Like she was there. She was physically present and watched some of this stuff happen or whatever. I had heard that they were bitching about this, that he and Kimberly were complaining about it, but I did not know there was video until today, thanks to ZSL. So I ran right over to the source and jumped right in, and here it is. This is the video where I think Don Jr. he's trying, as you do, trying to, like, he wants this out because he thinks he's making a point. Now, first things first, his dad didn't show up for the fucking debate at all. He didn't show up. He refused to go. So why the fuck, if you're not going to show up to actually debate, would you get to be in the fucking spin room getting all the free press that comes from being in the debate if you don't even fucking show up? Why? Why is that? Why would you even be stupid enough to think that's gonna... How? What? Why would you think you're allowed? And talk about, like, privilege and just being full of your fucking self. But here we go. Let's see this. This was posted by a friend of Don Jr.'s. I think Ed Krasenstein posted on Twitter.
Right now, trying to ban people from actually...
Right now, I'm trying to... By the way, when did he go from being Ellis in Ferris Bueller... Ellis and Ferris Bueller. Ellis in Die Hard to Cameron and Ferris Bueller. Rooney, you are an asshole. Asshole. I think it's that, supposedly that plastic click-in plate that he's got where the coke burned through his hard palate, allegedly.
having discourse about politics.
And this kind of thing or whatever, and people won't let me in because they're under the impression that I'm somehow a puppet. Do you see a hand up my ass? Don't look.
How un-American.
Probably
Yeah, Kim, shh. Your man is bitching right now. You'll have your turn.
shouldn't surprise any of us.
No, it shouldn't surprise anybody. This is Fox. It's shit. It's the RNC. It's Republicans. It's the Republican Party. That we shouldn't be surprised.
But that's what it is. I've been told by others that I would be able to go in. So they
Told by others. And those others would be anybody from Fox. No? Did they actually arrange ahead of time for you to be, because he was able to go, but that doesn't mean you can go into the fucking spin room, because you need a little laminate like that, like the press folks have. Fuckhead.
They said we weren't able to go in, then they said they weren't. Now that we're here, and the candidate that
said you can't go in the spin room.
they're telling me right
He's
now,
saying
Fox
Fox
won't
said
let
that.
me into the spin room.
Right. The bigger question is, who told you could fucking go? Because that would be the person you would bitch at. That's why, by the way, at this moment, if this was real at all, and this asshole wasn't just trying to like, bluster his way past security at a club he's not welcome to, he would basically call that person up and go, yeah, you said we could get in, and they're trying to stop me. Can you call somebody? That's how you fix those things. As somebody who, weaseled their way into their fair share of Aspen Comedy Festival after parties while effectively being blacklisted from performing there for years, still managed to get in. I know the deal, and you got to know when to back off. If you can only do, like they told us we'd be on the list. It was and you've got a name that they would recognize, and you drop it, and they go, "Oh, okay, sorry, okay." So, and they're gonna forget. They're not gonna ask, and then you zip right through, or whatever. But if he's like Gary, like fuck, you gotta bail. But the same person that he's, first of all, nobody told him he could come in, and secondly, if he did make somebody up, if it was somebody that had the ability besides Rupert fucking Murdoch, they'll be in the goddamn room. They're just making it up.
That's what the
You work
American
for
people
Fox
should know.
News,
This
sir?
is the
Yes, the American people should know that somebody, I don't know who, told us we could go in, and now somebody who's standing right here and who has the authority to say so is not letting us in. This is not how we live, okay? I did not dump the fucking governor of California so that I could fuck this guy, so that I could be stood up by some fucking low-level security person doing their goddamn job.
kind of
They're
network
telling
they
him he
are.
works for security here, but
No, they're not telling him. He has a set of parameters. You don't meet them. That's how it works.
they're telling him that I'm not allowed to go in there.
Yeah, they're telling him that, you mean the list of like what passes can go in and what passes can't?
Because the candidates that they've been boosting while simultaneously trying to cut down Trump,
He didn't show up, fuckhead. He didn't show up. He didn't come. Boosting? Motherfucker, he could have boosted the shit out of himself if he showed up, put on his fucking truss and his Depends and waddled the fuck up there.
for the last, 2 years, didn't perform as they had hoped.
Didn't perform at all. He didn't show up, stupid.
So they can't have someone who can maybe be a representative of my
No, if your dad was there, he would go, no.
father. Just like a few weeks ago when I was canceled after the first indictment, I was scheduled to go on. And about 5 minutes before I'm on, I found out I'm no longer on because apparently I wouldn't be a great surrogate to talk about my father's indictment.
Yeah, I think that's true. I've seen you on Newsmax and the other channels talking about it, and it's not a good look. It's not. All you do is say it's nonsense. Use the word nonsense a lot, and they got plenty of people who will come on. They had a dude with face tattoos who could come on and rap that. So I'm just saying the standard is fairly high. And this is the face you were expecting to make backstage at the RNC Fox debate when your dad was president at one point. This is that moment, isn't it? This is the moment when you realize you're on the downslope. You're on the brown side of ripe.
Just so we understand what we're dealing with here. So it shouldn't surprise any of us, and it's also why Trump was 100% right to not go to this debate.
Exactly. Yes. Tell them, Don. Tell them we had a reservation, even though we didn't call ahead. Tell them. Tell them we know the person who owns the fucking building, this restaurant. All right, I'm sorry. I just get this way. Can you fucking imagine them showing up without a reservation at a packed restaurant? God damn.
It's beneath him, and when you know that you're walking into a...
It's beneath him, but it's not beneath you to show up like a fucking hanger-on and try to barge into the spin room.
Set up because of exactly these kinds of circumstances. You understand exactly what
the circumstance would be, that he did not show up, and so only the candidates or the surrogates for the candidate, direct surrogates for the candidates that appeared in the debate can appear in the spin room to effectively clean up their talking points or moments they had in the debate, or answer those things so that they don't get trapped. I mean, you don't get to debate without debating, fuckhead. That's really what this is about. What, like, I'll send my son down there to just eat up a bunch of fucking bandwidth after.
What's going on in mainstream media, even conservative.
It's very
mainstream media. It's terrible. That's why mainstream. It's so. I have a quick question. Would Trump and Tucker Carlson allow surrogates from Vivek Ramaswamy and Nikki Haley and Chris Christie and Asa Hutchinson and I don't even know if DeSantis has anymore. He's been firing people so fast. Allow them to just kind of stand in the background during the Tucker interview in the fucking Bedminster sauna, wherever the fuck they did it. Would that be cool? I mean, look, the truth is, Don, is you need a security pass to go into places because they need to have secure environments and they need to have a standard that they set up so that people get equally treated. You can't just have people coming and going in any door you want. What the fuck do you think this is, Mar-a-Lago?
I like to knock the one side, but I got to call balls and strikes. This is no different than what we see from the Democrats. It's no different when
well, it is. I'll tell you how it is different. If this was the case, if this was the Democratic debate, if they got Marianne Williamson and Robert F. Kennedy Jr. together to do a pissant two-banger debate between the two of them, and Biden didn't show up, he's not sending Hunter or Jill or Haley or Shemp or, Zeppo Biden down there to try and muscle their way in backstage to get his talking points in. That's how it would be different on the Democratic side. Just saying. Jesus Christ.
What we're seeing from the Fulton County DA when they're trying to...
Look at this poor fucking guy. He's just doing his goddamn job. He's got an all-access pass. Why don't you just... You know how it would make this perfect? If he just fucking snapped it off his neck and tried to walk in. Just so they could... Or like Kimberly did it. You know what? Fuck this. Clack. We're going in. Fucking... Just get blindsided like a football line.
Put a gag order on Donald Trump so he can't defend...
A gag order? He didn't show up, fuckhead. What are you talking about? What gag order? He boycotted the debate. What gag order? Other than when you see his face.
Himself in court proceedings. And, more importantly, to function as an intimidation tactic for anyone else who would defend him.
An intimidation tactic. Yeah, that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to scare you. Because they know the thing that frightens you the most is not being allowed to go into places you're not allowed to go into. Get the fuck out of here. Beat it. Oh my God, this place needs a bouncer. with a giant neck.
Where the DA there is then saying, hey, we're going to add you people to the indictment if you take part in this. I don't know, guys. Doesn't reek of democracy. All the people that have been screaming that for the last 6 or so years.
Wait a minute. The DA said what? If you, the DA said, if you take part in this, I'll add you the indictment. Which part?
All the people that have been screaming that for the last 6 or so years, especially during the Trump presidency.
Hold on. The fuck?
Function as an intimidation tactic for anyone else who would defend him, where the DA there is then saying, hey, we're going to add you people to the indictment if you take part in this. I don't know, guys. Doesn't reek of democracy. All the people.
All right. Which part? If they'll add you to the indictment if you what? Intimidate witnesses? Because I think that's what he's talking about. He's looked at the bail conditions, and in that is if anybody in your circle, you know, if you use them as a surrogate, and you have them threaten people, your kids threaten them, or anybody in your organization or your campaign starts doing it, we will add them to the indictment because they're just doing the witness threats for you, which would be in any RICO situation, they would do that. That's what he's talking about. That is, I guarantee that's what he's fucking talking about. That the bail conditions mean that Don Jr. feels like his hands are fucking tied because he can't threaten the life of Georgia poll workers or something.
People that have been screaming that for the last 6 or so years, especially during the Trump presidency, when I believe we had a lot more freedom than we do now, or...
No, or, well, you had a lot more freedom to break the law, apparently. Like, people were, because your dad was president, I guess you had a freedom to make certain, I mean, up till the point your dad couldn't pardon you anymore, I guess. Shit. Did he give you a retroactive pardon? Are we going to find out that he pardoned him under the table? He gave him like a kiss my ass pardon that he could just carry around for anything that happened during the Trump years? Bet you anything.
Certainly, since this administration's taken over, are strangely quiet, but I guess we shouldn't be surprised.
Jesus Christ. Whingy. As whinge as the wind blows. God damn. So fucking weak. It's not surprising. This is how they're going to react. It's amazing to see people who have had this kind of privilege, like this silver spoon, born on third base, thought they hit a triple. Second generation, in his case, third generation rich kids who just kind of assume that, they've got a fuck you card that they can play everywhere. And like the rest of us that actually had to make something of our fucking selves and many times do it over again. How many people in the chat room, besides myself, have had multiple times where they've had to like start their career from scratch just because of circumstances? You guys know very well how much I talk about the 90s. But, even after QAF, like because I was on that show, there were a lot of doors that were frankly shut in my face just for taking part in it. So, luckily, stand-up's always this thing where I can, it's like a, get out a fucked up shit free card a little bit because you get more room to maneuver as a comedian, Apparently the only, bumpers on the outside are Cosby, and Louis C.K., which I'm fine with. Right? But we've all, I think, had to like, all right, well, that fucking vein is totally dry. What do we do? And if you give a shit about your family or your children, or you just get up and get on with it. And that, I think, and it shows in who you guys are. It definitely shows, it gives you the gift of resiliency, right? And I just don't fucking think they have any idea, right? Honest to God, I honestly think this is an absolute shock to them everywhere they turn. I mean, it's the closest thing to affluenza I have ever seen, which is not a real disease, but as a hashtag, it works for somebody that's just born with so much, like that they're not so much. I would argue there's an element of that in a lot of, the general citizenry in the United States when people bitch about the government or bitch about traffic or bitch about whatever rando stuff, or even their job, how much we all take for granted. Nobody is completely safe from that reflex, that human reflex, to take things for granted that are just kind of always there, and the immense privilege of just even fucking being alive in the United States, as opposed to any number of other fucking countries in the world, right? And you can see there's a wide political spectrum of people who don't appreciate how lucky they are, right? To at least have that be the foundation under your feet, right? And I would say, I'm sure the same thing is true of the French and Swedes and the UK and, like a lot of European countries as well. But there's another tier to it of these of the Don Juniors in the air. Like you could just tell they are fucking shocked that they just don't get catered to at their first foot stomp. While the rest of us either have to punch through or go around. I mean, that's effectively been, plan A and plan B in my life. And it's the only thing that's kept me afloat. And I've seen lots of people come and go, but, over my many years in the televisions. Really talented people who just didn't have that fucking resilience. You know what I mean? Or just got it burned out of them or talked out of it by somebody in their life early. Luckily, I always had two key traits as a young man that helped me in the industry that I chose, this business we call show. And that's, of course, arrogance and stupidity. Arrogance and stupidity are your best friends when you're starting out. Eventually you'll need confidence. But confidence comes with time and practice and a history that you can point to and go, yes, I've done this before and I can do it again. But when you're just starting out, you got to be completely full of shit to get anywhere. Oh, and by the way, Carl, saw your message. Yes, please. Wednesday. Sounds like a good idea. And so that's honest to God. Honest to God. Honest to God, when you're starting out in comedy, one of the things you have to be is fundamentally full of shit, because you have no evidence you can make a room full of people laugh twice. Because again, an amateur can do anything a professional can do. The professional can just do it again tomorrow. So that said, next Tuesday, Ultimate Jam Night, I get to sing one of my favorite Canadian songs. A Danko Jones tune. We're doing a Danko Jones tune. I fucking love that guy. I'm going to be hashtagging the shit out of that dude all day. And I got to kill it because I love the dude. So it's that no pressure. And then also doing Nico Vega's The Beast. I'm letting people know some of these songs because they're not as well known. No, I'm doing Lover Call, so you should listen to it. And yeah. And then I'm doing The Beast by Nico Vega because I love Nico Vega. Did I crush on the lead singer a little? Yes. Yes. Does that ever go away? Probably not. Is the song amazing regardless? Yes. So we're doing The Beast, and I'm very excited. We are going to have a bass player on it, though, which they don't have on the original recording, so it's probably going to sound huge. And then The Kill by 30 Seconds to Mars is going to end the night. How Princess Diamonds and Pearls getting a remaster super deluxe set. Oh, got to get it. On vinyl, too. So, yeah, I'm doing The Kill. Yeah. Can you hit that high note? Yes. Yes, I can. I will be hitting that high note. And I'm fairly certain he downtunes live now. But we will be doing it in standard tuning, the key that it is on the record. Because that's what I do. Even if it kills me. Can you scream like him? That's easy. The screaming part is easy. There's a song by a band called Blindside that called Pitiful. They're a Christian band, I think. Well, they are a Christian band, but they're from like Laguna Beach area. And an ex-girlfriend of mine was friends with all those kids. They all went to high school together and shit like that. And that dude, I really like that song. And at some point, I'll see if I can wrangle that up at the, when we do we have to move to a Sunday sometime. You know what I mean? We have to do a Sunday show. We'll do all like Striper songs. We'll throw in Pitiful at the same time. I really love that song. Anyways, the screaming in that is fucking. He's got it. Hey, thanks for subscribing. His straight up singing in it is beautiful, and then he switches to the scream, and it's so like there's so much heat on it. I was like, God damn, how do you keep doing that? Now I don't know that he can. I haven't heard them in a while in that regard, and I don't know how often they do that song, but they did like 3 versions of it. It was on an EP, and then it was on their first record, then it was on their second record with a new gussed up version. That happens a lot. Look at Here I Go Again by Whitesnake. That was on the first album and the second album, or on the big album, the third one, I guess. Anyways, they changed even a line of one of the lyrics. It was originally like a hobo, I was born to walk alone. They changed that to drifter, which I think is smart. How do you keep your voice in good shape? By humming into a straw and a glass of water. Saw this on CBS. It's not a bad idea. Yes. Calling on you. Absolutely. Yeah. Inside of me, there is a lonely place. Sometimes I just don't know it's there. Right? So that's some Striper. Anyways, so I'm gonna be doing that the Kill and the Beast and Lover Call and we're actually doing My Generation because it's all these young kids. I'm literally gonna be the oldest person on stage that night by far, probably by double in some cases. And we're opening with My Generation as kind of a set off to the night, but it's the Hollywood Vampires version. Yeah. How you show off, it's true. Come break me down, bury me, I am finished with you. See, not even a warm up. Not even warmed up. Just, come on. You do. And you know how I got that good? By being that bad. That's right. It brought it all back home. It's that, some people are born with great pipes. Some people are just, I don't know what the fuck. Their voice just sounds beautiful. Like that, and then the rest of us are like singing in our car going, why can I not sound like that? My speaking voice doesn't sound that different from there, So loud, sorry. Did I scare your cat? Yeah. Free? Wow, you guys are naming some deep Striper tunes now. All right, we can't get distracted on this. I got a show to do. Remember, but we're having too much fun. Remember, this is horrible. Everybody's having the same reaction. Look how the Flashpoint boys are taking it. Boy, look how mad Lanny Walnuts is. The Trump arrest. Oh, with Lanny Walnuts and Ben Bergdorf or whatever. But let's see this. It's a dark day. It's a dark day. Hello, darkness, my old friend.
You challenge an election, you should be able to challenge an election.
You're allowed to challenge an election. You have all kinds of legal recourse. You had plenty of fucking lawsuits. You lost all of them. You had recounts. You lost all of them. That's not a problem.
I thought the election was a rigged election.
I don't give a fuck what you think. It's still illegal to shoot your girlfriend, even if she was cheating on you, whether you, like, the fact that you thought she was and it turned out she wasn't, doesn't mean she deserved it.
Stolen election.
Spelled with 2 L's.
And I should have every right to do that. As you know, you have many people that you've been watching over the years do the same thing, whether it's Hillary Clinton or Stacey Abrams or...
No, again, none of them got a mob to attack the fucking Capitol or came up with their own electors or tried to manipulate a governor into switching the votes. You can bitch all you want. This motherfucker does... Look, this has, I think, a lot to do with their issues with consent. Trump has an issue with consent. And the idea that, saying you're going to do something and doing it are two totally different things. And when you say you're going to do something, people laugh it off, and then you start to do it and they tell you to go fuck yourself. You're like, you didn't complain when I said I was going to do it. Yeah, but now you're trying to do it. Fuck you. That's the difference. It hangs up, it's a weird, right-wingers have an issue with, across the board, with the concept of consent, and especially him.
Many others. When you have that great freedom to challenge, you have to be able to, otherwise you're going to have very dishonest elections. What has taken place here is a travesty of justice. We did nothing wrong. I did nothing.
Well, I'm glad he's speaking on behalf of the other 19, or 18 of them. Well, maybe 16 of them.
Wrong, and everybody knows it. I've never had such support, and that goes with the other ones too. What they're doing is election interference. They're trying to interfere with an election. There's never been anything like it in our country before.
Yeah, but there's never been a crimey, fucking, crooked president like you before. I mean, you're a special case. Congratulations, Don. You have tested the limits of our system, and our system reacted like white blood cells spotting a pustule.
This is their way of campaigning, and this is one instance, but you have three other.
He means election interference. This is their way of interfering in an election, but this is his way of campaigning, so he had a Freudian slip.
Instances, it's election interference.
See, he jumps back to it and kind of fixes it.
So I want to thank you for being here. We did nothing wrong at all.
I want to thank you for being here. My lovely, there's just reporters. Okay. All of my reporters are here.
And we have every right, every single right, to challenge an election that we think is dishonest, that we think.
Right. And then once those rights run out, anything you go beyond your rights is a crime. So fuck off.
It's very dishonest. So thank you all very much, and I'll see you very soon. Thank you very much.
Hello, America. Welcome
Hello.
to the Glenn Beck program, the Friday chat. I will tell you that Donald Trump is going to be joining me next Tuesday. We're going to continue that particular conversation.
Oh, yes. Well, it wasn't so much a conversation as a statement. You do realize that wasn't a conversation. He walked away. He didn't even take questions.
It was a horrible week for the Republic.
Party. For the Republican Party. It was fine for the Republic.
Never seen anything like this.
Right, but we've also never had one of the major parties continue to support a candidate, even if he's in the lead, that has literally been named as a rapist by a court of law. There's all kinds of firsts here, Glenn.
I'm going to tell you my thoughts on it coming up in just a second. First, every day we hear about another familiar brand selling out.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Buy a Patriot phone but ads first. Okay, hold on.
Let me show you the picture, the mugshot of.
Sorry, it still gets me. There's just something very, how can I put it? There's something very about it. You know what I mean? It just gives off that kind of a vibe. You know what I mean?
President Donald J. Trump.
It's terrible. It's terrible. You'd have something like that.
Here I am like an idiot.
Sorry. You were saying?
That's a impressive mugshot.
Mudshot? You said mudshot. You couldn't. Yeah, that's an impressive mugshot. Why? Because he's like, what do I want my I made that. Do you like it? Do you like that one? He loves that picture. Sorry. I told you I was working. I'm working for you guys. Like, subscribe, give a thumbs up, support the show. Now, he has a whole team of fucking people. He doesn't have anything like that. He's got a fucking chalkboard. He didn't build a single button that does this.
Here I am like an idiot.
Sorry. I'm such an asshole. So Like the cloud, I was very proud. It was very hard to make that work. It took layers. Oh God! All right.
He had to go in, first president that it's ever happened. He received.
Yeah, it's an honor that somehow all the other presidents were not afforded, especially the ones that were assassinated or had to resign.
Received a prisoner number as well. You couldn't humiliate.
You already have it. It's already your PIN number, isn't it? But by the way, in case you're wondering, if I may, and I think I have this let me bring this graphic up real quick. Send in the clowns. To here. And I'll add an image that I put in here earlier. It's this guy, and I think it's that one, and I'm pretty sure it's nope, that's not it. Shit. It's okay. We'll do this later. Which one was it? Shit. I know I have a name for it. It's I think it's it might be because there's a number. Oh yeah, prison number. Trump. There it is. Okay. So I made this little piece of art earlier today as a thing, and that's his number. P0113. It's a 0, I think. P prisoner 011358009. Now, first of all, there's some that maggot rapper is doing a version of 8675309 Jenny right now, and there's just no way they're not doing it. Also, if you know there's a MAGA person in your area, that is now their Wi-Fi password, guaranteed. If if you want to break into somebody's Twitter account, probably that's the password right now. If they're a maggot, that is now the standard one. That's it. That's what they're going with. That is going to be it. That is going to they're going to play it for Powerball. That's right. Everywhere. That is the number. P stands for POTUS. No, it stands for pooch. Weird. But yeah, as in screwed. Here we go.
More than they did yesterday. Couldn't interfere more with an election than they did yesterday. But this is just the beginning of it.
Well, yeah, that's how. Yeah, most. Well, I guess the indictment's sort of the beginning of it. But once you surrender, and yeah.
Let's go to cut 2, please.
This is the inmate number for the former president of the United States. P. I don't know. Is that would be a 0 or an O? P01135809. Former president of the United States has an inmate number, and it's P01135809.
So I guess that's fake news. He probably doesn't have that number then, right, Glenn? Because I mean that's mainstream. That's CNN saying that, so that's probably fake. The numbers are probably backwards.
For years, we have not done this.
Properly washed your hands.
We should have done it to Nixon.
Oh, I see.
I think we should have done it. There should have been some price for lying to the American people in Congress, but maybe not jail time. But certainly for the corruption that happened with Hillary Clinton as the head of the State Department, where she was taking top secret documents out of a SCIF, intentionally having her staff cut off the top that said top secret, and then fax them to her or send them to her on an open channel so she could have them on a server at home. That's espionage level kind of stuff. That is a
so death penalty. Also, I mean, it's nonsense.
Severe.
Okay, hold on. I'll show you what he's referencing. let's see. Hillary Steph could classified facts. Blah blah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, this is okay. Yeah, so this is the New York Post wrote this according to report. Yeah, okay. So this is this is from 2016. There you go. This is what he's talking about. Paul Sperry. Hillary Clinton plays the victim. Blah, blah, blah. FBI is investigating whether members of Hillary Clinton's inner circle cut and pasted material from the government's classified network so that it could be sent to her private email address. Former State Department security official said. Former. The Clinton and her top aides had access to the Pentagon-run classified network and goes up to the secret level as well as separate. The two systems, the secret Internet Protocol Router System, SPIRNet, and Joint Worldwide Intelligence Communication System, JWICS, were not connected to the unclassified system known as the Non-Classified Internet Protocol Router Network, NIPRNet. You cannot email from one system to the other, though you can use NIPRNet to send emails outside the government. Somehow, highly classified information from the SPIRNet, as well as super secure JWICS, jumped those closed systems to the open system and turned up in at least 1,340 of Clinton's home emails, including several CIA earlier month flagged as containing ultra-sensitive secret compartmental information. Etc. SAP includes dark projects such as drone operations, while SCI protects intelligence sources. Fox reported Friday that at least one of Clinton's emails included sensitive information on spies. It takes, and again, they don't ever define that. It takes a very conscious effort to move a classified email or cable from a classified server over the unsecured open system and then send it to Hillary Clinton's personal email account. That's no less than a two-conscious step process. He says it's clear from some of the classified emails made public that someone on Clinton's staff essentially cut and pasted content from classified cables into the message sent to her. The classified markings are gone, but the content is classified at the highest levels. And so sensitive material in nature, it would have been obvious to Clinton. Most likely, the information was in turn mailed to her on the NIPRNet. To work around the closed classified systems, which are accessible only by secure desktop workstations, Clinton staff would have simply retyped classified information on the systems into non-classified system. Either way, it's totally illegal. Okay. This is that person. The New York Post basically came up with, had a dude who was their source who would go, if you were going to do this, how did it happen? In one email, Clinton pressured Sullivan to declassify cable remarks by a foreign leader. Just email it. To which Sullivan replied, trust me, I share your exasperation, but until Ops converts it to the unclassified email system, there's no physical way for me to email it. In another... Yeah. She had the right to declassify stuff. Okay. This is where it gets dumb. Remember the executive order that I showed you guys a while back? Because she's the head of the State Department. So, communication. Okay, let's do this. Okay, executive order. Yeah, 13.526. Here we go. So let me show you this. Well, I'll just pop it up here, and you guys can read it up this way. Hold on. Go up to here. All right. So, Executive Order 13.526. We've looked at this before, but I think it's important. Okay. Now, this will clarify this. Now, therefore, I, Barack Obama, by the authority vested in me as President of the Constitution and the laws of the United States of America, is hereby ordered. It is hereby ordered as follows. Information may be originally classified under the terms of this order only if all the following conditions are met. An original classification authority is classifying the information that the Secretary of State has the right to classify stuff. The information is owned, produced by, or is under the control of the United States government. That is true. The information falls within one or more of the categories of information listed in 1.4 of this order. There's significant doubt to classify. Okay, blah, blah, blah. Let's go here. Classification levels. Okay, and then we go to who can do it. There you go. Classification authority. This is the part that matters. Okay, Hillary Clinton was the Secretary of State, and thereby everything that happened in the State Department is under her direct responsibility, control, etc. The authority to classify information originally may be exercised only by the president and the vice president. That's number one. Number two, agency heads and officials designated by the president, of which Hillary Clinton is one. So if she says, just email it, she has effectively declassified it because it's a State Department cable. United States government officials delegated this authority pursuant to the paragraph in this section. They don't say which one this is. Hold on. To classify cable remarks by a foreign leader. Cabled remarks by a foreign leader. So an email that they sent from that leader to her or something. She's like, get it over here. She's got to read it wherever she is. And then apparently physical way, there's no physical way for me to mail it. Yeah, okay, so they didn't have a copy of it. But she has the right to declassify it. Another recently released email, Clinton instructed Sullivan to convert a classified document into an unclassified email attachment by scanning it into an unsecured computer and sending it to her without any classification. Turn into non-paper with no identifying heading and send non-secure, she ordered. Yeah. Yeah, she has the right to do that because of Executive Order 13526. Now, you can argue about whether or not you think it's a good idea. You can argue about whether, somebody is slapdash with those kind of things. But what you cannot argue is that she had the right to do it. As a matter of fact, she was actively the Secretary of State at the time, had the right to classify or declassify documents in her control that were specific to her job. And that was during her term as Secretary of State. But Glenn wants you to think otherwise.
Forget about that.
It's not a crime. I've already established that. You're a big dummy. Move on.
Benghazi. Forget about that.
How can we forget about it? She sat for 11 fucking hours. The only thing Trump has spent 11 hours in is a golf cart over a weekend.
At some point, people believe that if you're a D, you don't have to worry about crime. If you're an R, you really have to look out.
Well, I mean, because you're doing more of them. I think that's why. I mean, it's like, you know what I mean? It's like you're in the process of criming a lot more. You're going to be you'll be more on the lookout for cops in your rearview mirror, and then if you're just driving across the city, you run some errands. I think, right?
That is exactly what happened here.
No, it isn't.
The Donald Trump impeachment, the first one, was all about Ukraine. Well,
it was all about him recognizing he was losing the election, getting internal poll numbers that scared the living shit out of him, and trying to manipulate the head of Ukraine into creating a fake investigation that they didn't have to resolve it before the election, but just enough to stir up some dirt to try and shave some points.
What did he not want somebody looking into in Ukraine? Donald Trump, I don't think, realized that he was talking to somebody who is one step removed from the Biden crime family partnership.
Oh, okay. So Zelensky's a crook. That's thanks. So he's not, which probably means by connection, the Ukrainian people all had this coming because, they elected a Jew, even though they're run by neo-Nazis, and the Bidens made them, even though they weren't anywhere near the levers of power when that election happened.
That's what they were doing. They immediately shifted, said, he's trying to subvert an election. He is doing something shady here, when all they were doing was trying to hide what Joe Biden had done in Ukraine.
Well, if they were trying to, they were trying to hide, subvert. If they were trying to hide it, they weren't. So they were passively trying to hide it by ignoring it because possibly Occam's rubber mallet. They were like, if we don't look, if the monster can't see it, if I can't see it, it can't see me. Like kid looking into his closet in the dark kind of psychology. Is that's the level of thinking you think is going on? So it's Ukraine's fault and NATO's fault that Russia invaded, and it's Biden's fault that Trump committed a crime trying to dig up dirt on him that didn't exist.
And many, many others.
Yeah, just many others. Just, yeah, there is too many to even talk about.
In Ukraine.
Ugh, God, Ukraine, you know. He's going to cry. Are we going to get crying Glenn?
We didn't do this for years because this is why you go into a banana republic.
Oh, this is, you guys are going to, I got to say, the store Banana Republic has completely fucked up the whole, this is a Banana Republic thing. Even like at this point, in the United States, in current year, it wouldn't be weird even to have a store called Third World Country, where it's just like used Western wear. We sell used cowboy hats and boots and Wranglers and stuff, like real, and we don't even wash it. Welcome to Third World Country. And we got a little subsidiary down the street there. It's called a Ninth World Country.
A Ninth World Country, not
That's
a
right.
Third World Country, a Ninth World Country.
That's right. You can shop there all you want to. We take bags of rice. That's the only thing we get. That's our current currency of exchange.
The next step after this is what happened this week with Russia and one of his enemies.
Okay, so yeah, so Trump's next thing is like, if I was Trump, I wouldn't get in his airplane. That's clearly what's going to happen. So this is Glenn and, along with Pat and everybody trying to gin up some fucking violence in the country.
Blown out of the sky.
Blown out of this guy. Believe me, there's a lot blown out of this guy. Let me tell you, the number of things that have been blown out of this guy, I got to tell you, look, roll over.
Wow. What a...
Wow. I agree. You know what I mean? Just wow. Just wow. I don't even know. I don't have my wows. That's so sad. Oh, yes, I do.
What?
No, I don't. I thought I had I thought I had my wows, and I don't. I have...
What?
It's true.
I like wood.
I don't care. Honestly, none of my business. So yeah, I don't have my wows.
All right. So much for that.
Right.
Coincidence. Another guy that speaks out against Vladimir Putin.
What? Another guy that speaks out against Vladimir Putin?
Finds themselves dead.
Finds themselves dead. Well, there was 7 people in the... What about the pilot? That poor sap.
This is what mobs do. This is...
Right, that's why Trump's being charged under RICO.
This is what banana republics do.
So confused. Banana Republic is owned by the mob? I like their suits. They fit so well right off the rack. The ties are the right length. It's because I have like long legs and my torso is slightly shorter. It's just part of what makes me cute. But it's hard to find a tie that like just the evening. It's just a lot. You know what I mean? You don't want that Trump dangly, fucking pointing at your aging balls kind of tie. That's not. You don't do that. That looks terrible.
Did you ever think, for speaking out, you could be arrested?
No, and I still can't. I cannot be arrested for speaking out. Neither can you. You're on television. If anything you're saying is true, those bars would be in front of you, fuckhead. It's a little frame that's behind. That would have been here. That'd be, yeah.
It's coming.
No, it's not.
It's already happening to some if you speak out against pro-life.
No. Oh, wait a minute. If you speak out against pro-life? Oh, I see. Are you threatening me? Are you threatening me?
It's already happening to some if you speak out against pro-life.
Oh, so some red states are going to throw you in jail? Oh, you mean like if you speak out against pro-life, so if you're pro-choice, you'll get thrown in jail. Yeah, that's pretty much, yes, right-wingers are doing that. That is precisely it, yeah. I don't think that's what you think you're talking about, but yeah.
You speak out for Donald Trump. Imagine being an attorney for Donald Trump.
No, I couldn't, because I after a while, him grabbing my ass would be irritating, and I'd go, wait a minute, I'm not even getting paid for this? Ugh, it'd be like double gross.
Who wants to be an attorney for Donald Trump?
I agree. Loser! You're like, he doesn't pay and he's guilty. Fuck this.
Well, I know John Adams would have. I know.
No. Believe me, in John Adams' time, this would have been settled a long time ago before he ever got into office.
Our founders would have, but nope, not now, because they've sent the message. You're going to jail.
Well, no, his current lawyers aren't going to jail. These are the ones who participated in the actual scheme. Rudy didn't lie under oath to the state legislatures and work as part of this scheme as a lawyer for the president. There are courtrooms for that. Once you're a spokesperson or you're a surrogate for him, it's a whole different ball. You're not being a fucking lawyer in that case. There is no attorney-client privilege about shit your own client says in public into a microphone.
We will bankrupt you. We will destroy you.
No. Trump will bankrupt you. I mean, because he'll not pay your bills when you're working for him or when you've been arrested for working with him.
Now, what is the crime in the actual?
I would say that shirt. I would say just in general. No. I mean, no. Don't button it up all the way to your neck. That's weird to start with. And don't tuck it in. No. I don't even know how you get something like that tailored. No. No. Can't do it.
Charge. What is it based on?
The coordinated effort behind the scenes to subvert democracy after all their legal remedies had run out and they had lost all their recounts, and trying to use the pressure as the president of the United States with his personal lawyers to set up a fake set of electors and then undermine the actual votes of a state. I mean, I've read the indictment, so that's ballpark.
It is based on the attorney saying, if we want to make sure that we have the ability, this is in December, early December, have the ability to fight this, the Constitution is very clear. December 14th is the cutoff date, and so we must seat the other electors. We must have them seated and them documented. Otherwise, even if you find, hey, look, here's pictures of them actually throwing the election towards Biden, you could.
Which, just for the record, I don't know if I had to clarify this, but never happened. Just to clarify, because in his, I don't know, you might be, led to believe that in his description that's indeed how it turned out. It did not indeed turn out that way.
They have all the proof you need, but
no, yeah, it doesn't matter. You have to have all the proof before then. That's why you have weeks and weeks.
If you don't have that second slate of electors, when it comes to January 6th, it doesn't matter.
Right, but you can't just make up another group of electors. You don't get to. We're not deciding this by leg wrestling. This is not the Western territories. We have a functioning government. This is 2020 fucking 20. God damn it.
Because you have to have those people seated by December 14th. So the letter was, let's get these people seated in case, just in case. That was a conspiracy?
Well, you would, if you notice, Ari Melber had, like I said, he had the little bars across there where it went from green to yellow to red. That was in the yellow category. The red part happens when they brought those people to D.C. and had a structure in place after that date had passed, after December 14th, where they were going to bring them anyways, where they were going to attempt to halt the proceedings, even though they'd been certified, and seat their electors anyways. That's where asshole, this is the premise that he's trying to make you believe that up until that date, they were, it was legal. But what he's trying to say is that they're saying the criminality happened before the date, when indeed the reason criminality did happen during that time was because they never intended to honor the date. They were planning on doing this past that date because they knew they were losing, and they were going to lose, and they had already lost. So they were planning on having the swap out where they would just throw it back to the states, and the states would go, I don't believe this. They'll just automatically say, we see those other electors as more valid than these. We'll worry about the votes next time. And then send their, get the state legislature to flip the electors even though they don't line up with the votes. That was the scheme. That's what's illegal. That's what makes this a RICO case. And that's where their lead up to it, while everything that led up to that point wasn't technically illegal to that point, if they had stopped. It's like saying, can you have a gun in the city? Yes, you can. Can you wear a mask in the city? Well, COVID being what it is, and people worry about their health. Absolutely. Can you drive in the city? Absolutely, you can drive in the city. If you have a driver's license, you're allowed to. Cool. So all we did was drive up to the bank wearing masks and carrying guns. And they think they want to put conspiracy to rob the bank on this thing just because we went up there and the door was locked and we forgot it was a bank holiday. Fuck! And we had to go back home. And we turn around, there's a bunch of cops standing there because we're fucking stupid. And we tried to rob the bank on a day it was closed. And there we are in masks holding guns with a car that's running. And they're going, and our fallback defense is, we never robbed the bank. All we did was 3 legal things and what? Is being late against the law, huh? Is having I'm sorry, Your Honor, but if screwing up have anyone in the jury, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, has anyone ever fallen asleep, in the afternoon and taken a nap and woke up after dark and thought it was the next morning? Anybody done that? I'm the only one. So you're going to send us all to jail for attempted grand larceny, because, I thought it was...
Really?
Yeah, really. And really. That's the argument. And again, this goes to the lawful gun owners. Every single mass shooter, but for a few that were, felons that didn't have the right to own a gun, and those are quite rare. But all the ones that, from, Sandy Hook and some of the other, were technically law-abiding gun owners till the second they pulled the fucking trigger. And these assholes want them to have the right to walk around with as many rounds of ammunition as they want on their fucking person, wearing body armor, open carry if they fucking want to, because that's what makes the Second Amendment to them. Not self-defense, not that, but just the brandishing of these fucking things like they're toys and you're living in a Call of Duty cutscene or some shit, right? They want to make sure that nobody can ask you a fucking question. Where are you going? Why are you walking towards the school? None of your fucking business. So we can't even follow our hunches about somebody with a gun walking towards a school until the very second they open fucking fire. And how many times did they do it before they file an injunction against the police because they just like to be open carry? And then after the 4th one, the cops get in the habit of oh, there's that asshole again. And that's the day they open fire. That's the world these assholes are trying to set up. Because they don't care. They don't actually care about any of this shit. It's just macho cartoon bullshit. But the idea that a conspiracy isn't illegal if you fail, that's the argument.
And then Donald Trump, they have to prove that he really didn't think he won the election. Donald Trump believes he won the election. 100%, totally, with everything in his being, with every hamburger he has eaten, with every gold faucet that he's ever put into any house or airplane. He believes it.
Right, I don't care. I don't care. Especially, because he's fucking wrong. I don't care if he believes it. Him being psychotic, and again, tell you what, this is, you're making a great insanity case, or at least a doddering old fuck, possible stroke victim defense. but certainly not the kind of defense that you would want to have to use on someone you want to be president of the United States of America. Get the fuck out of here. And secondly, no, he doesn't. He just now knows that if he says otherwise, he's in deep shit because they've got him on tape and talking to other people and who says, can you believe I lost to this guy? And he just fired anybody who told him he lost after a while because they decided on this plan and they were sticking to it. And again, just because you believe something doesn't give you the right to break the law. Run for office again. You think you're that badass. As a matter of fact, it shows you that he does not think he actually won, and he does not think he was that great a president, that he knows that he's aware that every sign is showing him he's lost, and I can't even look at that. I can't even look. It can't be true. It can't be true. What kind of bullshit? How is that a standard you want in a fucking president? Are you nuts?
So what you're doing is you are putting people in jail for questioning.
No. Nope. Question marks aren't against the law, fuckhead. Stop it. No. He's going to go to jail because he questioned it and people went, no, sorry, you lost. And he went, you sure? Yes, we're sure. How many times? It was 7 times. We've done 7 recounts and we've gone back over, you fucking lost. Are you sure? Yes, we're very sure. None of that got him in trouble. The part that got him in trouble was when he stopped questioning and started asserting a lie. When he started believing his own bullshit or selling the idea that he believes his own bullshit and then acted on it. Once you start trying to manipulate the governor and the Secretary of State and other elected officials, and you start fucking making little secret phone calls to legislatures going, okay, look, we're gonna flip this and we're gonna send it back to you, and you guys are gonna send us a group of electors that you'll already have sworn in, and they'll be ready to go. And once we shoot this down, our people are gonna interrupt the fucking count by, hanging the vice president. And in all the turmoil, there are no questions in that. You have stopped questioning and you have started acting on a false belief. Otherwise, there would be, our jails would be overflowing with QAnon fucking morons.
When have we seen that before? Oh.
Stalin's Russia, maybe Mao's China.
COVID mandates.
COVID mandates?
If
what,
you're questioning, you either need to be stoned in the public square,
which happened to literally no one,
or the police will arrest.
Well, they might arrest you for being stoned in the public square because, walking under the influence, you might bump into somebody and with a lit cigarette, or joint, you might burn them, something like that. That kind of stoned in the public square? No? The police aren't going to arrest you for speaking out. The police will arrest you for it when there is a mandate and you are getting loans to keep your business open. You can get financial support to keep your business functioning, but you refuse it and you just keep your business open because you don't believe this bullshit, and people get together and people die. And the government goes, you're going to get sued into oblivion, and a lot of people, we don't care about that. We're more worried about the citizens that are going to die because you're being a dick and you're attracting these dicks. And if churches can't get together, why can you in your fucking corner bar? So we're going to fine you or shut the doors or lock them or arrest you until this is over, and then you can go right back to it.
If you don't do what they say, well, here's a problem.
Here's a problem with your argument. A lot of people didn't do what they say and were fine. And no one, not a single person, was ever bumped off of a social media site or stoned in the public square because they asked a fucking question. Unless, of course, that question was, why don't we all just go over and kill that motherfucker? That might have gotten you in trouble. Is that the kind of questions you're talking about, Glenn? You fucking cheesehead.
With that, what the experts say, we'll show you in a minute, is not the right thing most times right now.
I see. Don't trust experts. Trust Glenn Beck, a man who wears an old Western shirt like his mother put it on him.
Before we get there.
Oh, yeah, if we ever do.
Donald Trump didn't show up to the debate this week, and I think that's what I would do if I were him.
Right, because if you were him, you would be a deluded old fart and sweating profusely and high on Adderall and afraid that anybody would ask you a substantive question and you really wouldn't know the answer to it. So basically, you'd be you. You'd probably, I'm surprised you'd show up. Well, you didn't show up. Weird. What's that about? Just asking a question.
I agreed with his decision. I didn't like it, but I agreed with it. It's exactly what I would do.
So you do things you don't like. Interesting.
But when you don't have the front runner there, what message?
In what way
is that sending? Why?
That I don't know, that he's scared. That somebody will ask him a tough question, or he'll get all sweaty, or that he'll pass out on stage because he gets flustered.
Why did Fox News? No. Why did the GOP agree to let Fox News and then Fox Business host the first two debates and then not allow anyone to play any clips from it? So,
not allow anyone to play any clips from it? Oh, did he get a strike? Did he try to carry it and they got a strike from it? I don't know what the fuck he's talking about, but yeah, because you play them without crediting them, or I don't know, because it's not fair use when you do it.
So the only people that saw,
because you're not criticizing it, you're just carrying it.
The things in that debate were the ones who watched it, which are the most active. Fox News, in a move I've never ever seen in my 40-some years of broadcast, I've never seen this.
So you do realize for half that time there was no Fox Business even.
You can't play clips?
Oh, I see. Is this what he's pissed about? This is where we're going? This whole thing, this is election interference. They're fucking with Donald Trump. They're going to throw him in jail. It's banana republic stuff. And I can't play clips? How am I supposed... You can't play even clips? Ugh. No clips. So I'm effectively clipless. That's what... No clips. Well, okay. I mean, no clips at all. All right. Probably going to throw me in jail just for asking that question.
Really?
Yeah, really. I think, yeah. So NFL does it. I mean, this is the footballification of, as Boston Bryant said this morning on this morning's, by the way, fantastic morning show. It was more like that. He brought up the idea of the footballification of sports. I mean, of politics, where they make it more like a sport, and everybody just wears their, you only vote for a person or an idea because they have your team letter on their chest. And there's a bunch of that. But this would be a good example of just sort of the material footballification of it, where they're using the same rules as the NFL.
That's strange.
Not anymore. I mean, initially they might have used them and then realized how many ratings points they were losing. I mean, they do have Fox Nation and they do have Fox like social media channels where they can play their own clips, and then a lot of people on social media sites in particular can grab those and and repost them.
Why?
Because it's embarrassing and all the candidates suck. That's what I'm going to go with.
Don't question.
Oh, I see. Fox. He's the deep state. Fox. He's the man behind the curtain. Fox is the kidney.
here I am like an idiot.
Anyways,
The experts know what's best.
wait a minute. When did the GOP and Fox News and Fox Business become experts? It's not about clips, fucko. That's just a rights problem. What the fuck is wrong with you? They're not doing it because, well, we've looked at the clips and we just don't think you're mature enough to understand what's in the clips, although that may be true in your case, Glenn. It's not what they're shooting for. They're just going, that's our shit. You can't have our shit for free. We make ad money off our shit, and you can't make ad money off our shit without us getting money off of our shit that we should be getting ad money off our shit from. That's why. What the fuck are you talking about experts? There's nothing expert about Fox News. This shit.
Let me play
Devil's advocate.
a couple of things here for you.
I would just love it if he picked up a banjo. Let me play a couple things for you right now. Froggy went a court and he did right. Crambone. Froggy went a court and he did right. Crambone. Broke a guitar string.
Our government.
Well, done with those 2 pages. That's the 2 pages about the end of America. Now we're on move on to the other 2 pages about whatever he's talking about.
Is, you know what an abusive parent is? An abusive parent, really, truly,
like Trump? I'm kidding. He didn't do any parenting.
is one that you can't predict.
I think a lot of abused kids saw a pattern. You know, a lot of that came home from work, started drinking. You could probably time it around 9 o'clock. That's when the yelling started, followed shortly thereafter by the beatings. I think a lot of people actually, if you listen to people who've been in abusive situations, they'll tell you that there's definitely a schedule.
One that you can't, you're always flinching because you don't know, are they on my side? Are they not on my side?
Glenn, the analogy you're about to make, oddly enough, is that Biden's always your enemy. So you're never flinching. You know full well in every circumstance that the hammer's coming. Every time you open your fucking mouth about the government of any even department of the government, it's an evil force that's here to wipe you out. The only way this would make sense is that half the time Trump might shit on you and half the time he might not, and you don't quite know. That's where this is coming from.
When your kids flinch or worry, oh, don't say that. That's a sign that there's abuse there.
So your kids say that?
I'm convinced that this government is not of, by, and for the people. It is.
Shut the fuck up.
It is of, by, and for the elites.
That's why I'm having second-generation rich kid and current fraudster Donald John Trump on my show because he deserves it and he's earned a spot on my show. He's a scrapper. He grew up, he didn't have 2 nickels to rub together, but man, he made something of himself. He's a real bootstrapper, that Trump kid. You know, he didn't have some silver spoon. It was a gold spoon, actually, now that I think of it.
And they have their own direction.
Yes, and apparently that direction is lower than 4% unemployment and wage growth and infrastructure. And what are you talking about? What elites? If the elites allowed Trump to get elected and then they kicked him out, which one was the act of the elites? Letting him in or kicking him out? It has to be one or the fucking other.
And do they really care about you?
I don't know. I'll have to go listen to that Michael Jackson song. It's interestingly enough. Which elites are we talking about? Are we talking about, let's see, I know there's an elite There's a couple of elites that I can think of off the top of my head. How about this guy? How about these elites? Are these the elites you're speaking of? This right here. This one right here. These elites. I mean, they're in a private plane drinking some fine something. I don't know what that is. Some sort of little cognac or something like that. You know, collar open in a private. Where are they flying? Man, that's got to be the life, isn't it? Isn't that right, Glenn? Oh, the elites. Ah, the elites. Those elites, you know, they don't, it's like, what is Glenn dreaming about right now? Gee, I couldn't tell you. Maybe this guy? Yeah, tell me about the elites. Sorry.
Let me ask you. We had.
All right, but if you ask me a question, I may have to throw you in jail because you can be thrown in jail just for asking a question.
Our biggest disaster in 100 years.
Trump's election.
Fires.
Oh, the fires. I see.
The FBI is coming out today with a list of, it's almost 1,100 names.
Mm-hmm.
Today,
yeah, but you don't trust the FBI. You think they lie anyway, so it's probably 1,000, or they just made them up. Is this the way they're getting rid of people? They're probably, these people, Glenn, according to you, probably never even lived. They're just, they're people who are escaping. They're QAnon blood drinkers who are, they're just hiding. They were consumed to make adrenochrome.
I gave a story on the air about a mom who tried to get back to her house, was stopped several times. By the time she got there, the fire was raging so bad, but the fireman said, "Don't worry, we checked all these houses, nobody's there." She went to where her son should go if he was rescued or was safe, waited 2 days, and then she went back.
She what? Hold on. I have company. 1 second. In mid horror story, Chip. What is it, buddy? What's it? Oh, he moved the camera, didn't he? But hold on. There we go. What? Is somebody's nose under there? Who is it? Yeah, boy. Is your claw stuck? Is it? It is, isn't it? Your claw is stuck in the. Hold on. There you go. Hi, buddy. What are you doing? I'm not done yet, silly. Come here. What do you think's gonna happen? It's not a trap, stupid. Come here. Kitty Cam. Kitty Cat Cam. Kitty Cat Cam, and I don't care. Kitty Cat Cam, and I don't care. Kitty Cat Cam, and I don't care. Hi, buddy. You okay? You okay? You just feeling lonely? You're a lonely kitty? What's going on? What's happening? What happens? Oh my gosh, thank you, Eric. Love that. Look at, can you? Man, he's right on the money, though. Does he know the timing or what? My show's supposed to end at 5 o'clock. And this kid, I am really silly about it. Yeah, it's true. Yeah, but what you doing? What's a buddy to do? Look at this guy. You're so cute. You're such a good buddy. Yes, you're a buddy. What you doing? What's a buddy to do? What's a buddy to do? I don't know why that's the phrase I use with him now. What's a buddy to do? It just can't. It's just cat talk. I have no idea what I'm losing my mind. It's clear. What's your buddy to do? Chip is the best. It's true. Chip, what are you doing, buddy? Come here. Come here. Come here. What you doing? What you doing? What? I gotta do a show. I'm almost done, okay? I'm almost finished. Let me wrap it up, and then I'll get you a snack, okay? No, they're good people. They don't want to deny you a snack. They're good people. Don't tell me to kill them. No, I won't do it. You can't make me. Hi. Come closer. Okay, hold on. Oh,
And
shut up.
in
Shut
her-
up, Glenn. All right, we're gonna have to call it on Glenn saying we're out of time. Glenn, your shit ran long, buddy, and you know how I don't mean that. Oh, thank you, Twisted Coconut. Love you guys. Thanks for the support. Sorry. Oh, look at this. Oh, you guys are wonderful. I need to move that out of the way on there because you can't really see it as well. I'll move this up here. Yeah. Go there, and then hopefully the thing, and then we did this, and then we'll go down. Dink, dink, dink. Yeah, there we go. Ooh, there it goes. Making an, I don't know why it makes a noise again. God darn. Anyways, Chip, I'll be with you in a second. So let me finish up the show tonight, ladies and gentlemen, because I got radio in the morning, and with Johnny Million and Philip Ittner, and it's going to be a very great show. And Philip and I had a lovely talk after the show on Wednesday. Thanks, Brenda. Don't forget to share the show. And why does it do that? Stop with the sound. Don't control it on here. Click OK. Maybe that'll do it. I still don't understand. What in the world? What in the Sam Hill is going on here? Take this over here and put it on aux 1. It did it. I can't believe it. It worked. It did it. Stop the noise. I did it. I couldn't turn on. I don't know why. It's going to jump back over. Oh, wait. I have to save it. Hold on. Maybe this is it. Wait 1 second. Save. Ha. Maybe we've done it. Quick. Chip, where are you going? What are you doing? He's in the, hold on. Hold on. Cat cam. Where is it? Cat cam. There he is. He's under the, oh, look, I put it right over there. He's right behind my feet. He's right down here. You can, wait, you can see his tail. Hold on, I think. Nope, he just moved it. There it is. There's just the tip of it right here. What's happening? What's going on? Hi, there you are. Yeah, I know. Because you get under there, and you start messing with my wires, and you know that'll panic me. And then you, okay, so real quick, we're going to end on this, because I gotta go, obviously, or it's going to destroy the place. Oh, thank you. Thanks, love you too, Petrazi. So, Benny Loco, hey! So, we have in our bedroom, settle in, turn the lights down low, an air filter, because we have cats. We have one of those quiet air filters, just kind of constantly running. And it's got, any of you that have those, they have 3 settings on them. They have quiet, annoying, and Jesus Christ, turn that thing off, right? These are those, you know what I'm talking about? Like HEPA filters, right? And the first one, we have it on all the time, whatever. But Chip has learned that if he taps the button on the front, it will change the, it will change the volume. It'll change the setting. And so he sits there. If I won't get out of bed at 4:40 in the morning, he'll just kind of casually walk over to the filter. And he knows I can see him doing it. He knows I know where he's going. He's just like this and this. And then he sits there and looks me right in the fucking eye. And he goes, I'm like, you motherfucker. Yeah. It's so good. It's so Chip. It's so Chip. What are you doing, buddy? He's right now, what are you doing? Now what do you got? He's like, oh, we're ready to go. He's already aiming for the door. He's like, food? Is food snack time? All right, I'm going to let you guys go. Appreciate you. Love you guys a bunch. Thanks for being such an awesome audience. It was really nice. And genuinely, I know, Midwestern goodbye. But you know what was really nice? How both, all 3, like Tara Dublin and Texas Paul and Boston Brian, this little guy, all saying what a great chat you guys are. And when you show up, you're super fun and well-informed and generous and supportive, and it's just great, fucking terrific. And I cannot take credit for the gathering that happened here, but to say that if I did anything to magnetize a group of you together, I will consider it a positive in my list of accomplishments. So thank you guys a bunch. And I'll see you tomorrow for the radio show, Hal Sparks' radio program, Mega Worldwide. Live streaming here at infotainmentwars.com and, of course, on WCPT Radio. Okay, see you then.
Deeper and longer.
What?
There goes Gigi. There goes Gigi.
And I don't, I know some of these people, and I think they're quite frankly ridiculous.
Perfecto. When they gaze upon Yosemites, so we're going to get it going to a level that nobody can ever turn course on us, nobody can ever change.
So that's the kind of fight it's going to be. Why don't you just sit there and bleed a while before you taste some real pain?